One. Welcome back to another episode of BMT with RMT. We got to be on episode number 11. We're here to talk about UFC 300. New updates, 299 card just got updated as well. We do have our special guest, KB, back for another episode. Y'all make sure y'all say what's up to him. We going to be talking about a lot of things. Errol Spence just got surgery on his eye. John Jones is beefing with Tom Aspinall. Steve, don't know why. A lot of things going on, man. A lot of things. Francis Ngannou to make north of $20 million for his fight against AJ. Crazy things, man. We got a lot of topics we could go over. So let's get that started right now. With the first topic being the UFC 300 update. So with the UFC 300 update, let me load up the card for UFC 300. UFC 300 fight card. Well, let me just go off of you. So we just got updated with Weili Zhang is fighting Yan Xiaonan for the what is it title? The strawweight title, I think. How do you feel about that fight being made?
Yeah.
Two Chinese fighters being a title fight on 300.
Yeah, so really, what I've got to say is the Chinese people are in for a good night because either way, they're going to be getting a champion, so they're going to be getting a winner. So the Chinese people are not going to be happy. Zhang is actually a beast, to be fair. Don't really know about the opponent, not even going to lie, but yeah, when that was added, I'm just looking at.
That was just added this morning or last night, probably this morning for y'all. Well, my personal opinion, he gave that fight off saying that there would be two more title fights or a couple more title fights tomorrow. And when he says a couple, obviously it's two. He hasn't said anything about the Leon Edwards versus Bilal fight for 300, but we kind of all already know he's not going to tell us. So he's probably going to let us know before this weekend, hopefully, and we're still looking for. That's probably what I'm thinking is he's probably going to sandwich the Yan Xiaonan and the either Alex. I think it's going to be Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. That's going to be the head of the event. Yan Xiaonan is going to be like the start of the title fights, and Leon Edwards and Bilal is going to be right in between. They're just going to smash them right in between, and just so we could be like, at least we ain't got to watch. Like we can stay to watch this maybe because maybe something might happen, but Weili Zhang always goes for the finish. Zhang Weili.
Yeah.
But
she's a beast. From what I've seen of her.
Facts. Right now it says I don't know why it says the co-main for right now is Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling, and the main is Yuri versus Rakic. Because Charles Oliveira is fighting on that card too, which is crazy to say that. They should be higher than Rakic in my opinion. I feel like that fight has way more on the line because Rakic and Yuri are both coming off losses. Charles and Arman are both coming off wins off the same person. Calvin Kattar, Aljamain, they say that's probably gonna kick off the main card. We still got Bo Nickel, Cody Brendick. Beast card, but
Bo Nickel.
You said what?
Got Bo Nickel there as well. Middleweight fighting Goji Brundage.
Facts. And shit, is that about it? Oh yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, UFC 299. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about UFC 299.
Yeah.
So we got a pretty decent main event. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. But how you feel about them stacking this card so deep? How do you feel about that?
Man, so you've got obviously this is the one personally I really like. Sean O'Malley, obviously the main event with Vera, because you've got the story behind obviously Sean losing, that being his only loss, I think, to obviously Vera with that weird leg kick he endured that something happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of rate him for jumping in there with the one person he's taken a loss to. I kind of rate that. So obviously I'm looking forward to that one. Poirier, he always brings it. Like you can always rely on Poirier to bring smoke. What have we got? The women flyweights. Never too interested in the women's, can't lie. Gilbert Burns as well. That's true. And Peter Yan. I'm excited to see Peter Yan back as well. I I like Peter Yan, to be fair. He's a sharp, crisp fighter. I like his boxing. So, yeah, it's a stacked card, man. It's a stacked card.
I hear a lot of people on the internet saying they stacked this card just to make Sean O'Malley look like a better pay-per-view seller. Do you think that's the case?
I don't know really the politics of within the UFC, but no, I think to be fair, like he probably would have sold not probably similar pay-per-views if he didn't have such a stacked card, because I feel like him and Vera is a big enough like thing. Obviously with Poirier as well as the co-main, but I feel like that's a big enough them two fights. I'm looking forward to the most as it is, to be fair.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, brother. This last fight, no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. People cared up until a certain point, but it wasn't more just because of the in cage, what we thought was gonna happen inside the cage. We was scared, everybody was nervous on what could have happened. But bro, you telling me Michael Venom Page making his debut in the UFC on this card against Kevin Holland is not gonna boost the pay-per-view sales in the UK?
No, that's true. Obviously, Michael Venom Page coming over. Yeah, man. For the hardcore fans, yeah, definitely. But obviously, Sean O'Malley, the clown sells himself with the red hair and the whatever. So, but yeah, no, you're right.
Man, look, I personally just saying. All I'm saying is, Sean O'Malley, he needs people to carry his card that can bring in that true, like, dickhead tomfoolery. Like, that's the reason they had Ian Gary on his last card. That's the reason they had, like, they always put Sean O'Malley with, like, you know, stacked fighters just so it can make it seem like he's really the show. But in reality, he's just the tail end of the show. Like, he looks the part, and he plays the part inside the cage.
I hear what you're saying, definitely. I just think personally, I just like the main event with it being his opponent because of the story. That's just. But no, I hear you definitely. He's not McGregor. He can't just carry a card just by himself. Clearly.
Facts. All right. Let's talk about this Errol Spence eye surgery. You want to go first?
Yeah, man. So, obviously, I'm a little bit more into the boxing, I would say, nowadays. More so the UFC. But I was watching a video. They said he's had a second eye surgery. I think cataract. Yeah, which is actually, I think, an eye problem that older people tend to get. So he's had another eye surgery. I think a lot of people are saying he should retire. It was a beatdown, if you remember the Crawford fight. Crawford beat him down. Should he go back into it with a second eye injury? Well, your health is wealth. So, I mean, you know, you can't be in the game forever, essentially. So, yeah, man, I think he should probably call it a day, to be fair, after having a second eye injury, like a second one. That's bad.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like the last beatdown he got is I wouldn't say that it was too much of a beatdown, but I would say it was enough to show a chink in his armor that, bro, your eyes are your biggest asset, bro. Like, and it's probably both of them. Everybody said he looked very high before the Terrence Crawford fight. It was probably because his eyes were busted the fuck up, and like he just was trying to fight through it and not show that, you know, how much that car crash really affected him. Because in reality, I feel like after that car crash, like he hasn't truly fully recovered with that, like, what, 2 to 3 years off, where I don't even think he took that long off. Like, bro, that type of crash can like have lingering effects that won't hit you until, you know, you put yourself back in that situation again. And now when you boxing after going through that traumaticness comes back. Like, bro, you had a good payday with Terrence Crawford. Don't try to rematch this man. He's just gonna beat you worse, bro. We can't see that. We want you to become an analyst or something, start a podcast, you know, start venturing outside of the boxing game, because, brother, your body is starting to fall apart, and I don't think us as fans want to see that happen.
No, No, for real, definitely. I mean, he nearly died in that car crash. It was a serious crash, so you can't take that shit lightly. And then go back into a sport like boxing, which is so head trauma focused. It's bad, man.
Facts.
Especially after.
All right. On to the next subject. So we're hearing Josh was to make north of $30 million for this next fight, and Francis to make north of $20 million. How you feel about that rumor?
Well, I guess Francis is definitely fumbling the bag, isn't he? Dana White must be pissed right now because Francis is actually making noise in the heavyweight division. Obviously, after that Fury performance, which I'd say pretty much no one expected. Would be fair to say no one expected for it to be that kind of not one-sided, but for Francis to show up like he did. Joshua, he's in it for the payday. I think Joshua.
I think we lost him. All right, so
should win it comfortably, but that's.
Where you at? You muted. So basically, yep, you're back. You back. What were you saying?
Yeah. So I think obviously Joshua's in it for the payday, and I think it should be a easy win. It should be a comfortable win for Joshua. But then again, that's what we said about obviously Fury, and we didn't expect how Ngannou shocked us with Fury. So yeah, man, we could be in for a shock. Could be, but I'm rooting for AJ. I think he should get it done.
I feel it. So $20 million, and I think his last fight he made slightly north of $10 million. Let's say $12 million. I know he gave Eric enough to where he could chill out for a minute. So man, doubling his price is crazy, man. $20 million after being a UFC fighter, making like $900K at best at champion, with or without taxes. Like, man, we're looking at somebody who's really showing us that boxing. You're muted, by the way. Boxing is like not the true way to injure. I mean, it's the true way to end your career if you want to make good money. If you want to do true prize fighting, boxing is the way to go. You can't do prize fighting in MMA. Dana White was not finna give Francis Ngannou $20 million. No way, no how, no never. Not even if Dana White was cool working with the Saudis. For one, because Dana just don't want to make connections like that. He's not willing to do that with a fighter. Like, he was barely willing to do it with Conor. So you think he's gonna do it with Francis? No. So if he would have just worked together with the Saudis and be like, hey, we're gonna try to, get Francis versus John. Like, we need y'all to invest it. Well, fuck it, what happened in Saudi Arabia? Like, y'all paid it, but like, Dana just doesn't want to, or the UFC in whole just doesn't want to make friendships or like connections to where other businesses can boom with them. It's only the UFC or nothing. That's why when this lawsuit happens in April, I will be covering it every day. I will be taking the live stream from the lawsuit and making sure I talk about it, because, bro, making $900K as one of the best fighters in the world in your sport is crazy. That should only be allowed in kickboxing, bro. That's it, because kickboxing is just a pick 'em up type fight. If you're telling me you're at the top in the MMA sport where like people are paying $100 sometimes to watch you fight, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's do better.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next subject. He said the UFC versus boxing debate. That's where I was talking about. So I went to a gym yesterday, or a couple days ago, 2 days ago, boxing gym for the first time in like a year. Not even gonna lie. And it was cool. I enjoyed myself. I burnt myself, not out, but I learned something. I learned how to get my boxing stance right. Sit low in my punches and make sure I throw some power. Found out I had some shit going for myself, But I talked to a lot of the boxers, and they told me, if you want to make actual money in this game, MMA is not the route. MMA is they're gonna use you up. They're gonna chew you up. You're not even gonna figure out a way to be able to brand off yourself, because you're working for the brand. Yeah, whether it be UFC, Bellator, or PFL. Boxing, you can fight for this organization or promotion, this promotion, this promotion. You know, you can work your way around it. So him talking to me about how, like, you know, the promoters are evil in their own ways, whether it be boxing or MMA, it kind of like sparked this debate in me. What route should I take when it comes to me becoming a prize fighter? Because I do have a little bit of fame, but I do want to be able to like capitalize off of it and make money in the ring or cage. Which one would you recommend, boxing or MMA?
Man, you know what? Obviously, I would say whatever your heart's in the most, because that's what you put the most effort into. But say your heart was in MMA the most, I'd say go down the MMA route, but maybe also do what we see. Obviously, some of these MMA fighters are doing now, crossing over, learning boxing. Maybe you can do both. You maybe focus on the MMA mainly if that's what you want to do, and then train boxing to get a few paydays in between, because But I think whatever your passion is the most. That's what I'd say personally, because you'll enjoy it if you get what I'm saying.
I get it. No, that makes a lot of sense. But money wise, if my passion was money, where would you recommend go?
Money talks. True. I would say, bro, if there's some opportunities to get a few paydays in a boxing event, 100% take them if you've got the skills and the confidence. And it's not going to hinder your MMA ability or career. It's only going to help in the striking department. So it's a win-win in a sense.
Hell yeah! All right. We gotta do some hating now, bro. Cause I feel like we've been talking too much, too cool, and we gotta do some hating on some people. Give me one good thing about Nina Drama.
Okay, go.
I'm asking you. I need you to tell me one good thing about Nina Drama.
Nina Drama.
One good thing.
One good thing. Okay. One good thing. She always, I won't say always, but she's good at bringing like a comfortable personality out of most fighters. In fact, the way she interviews is like, it's very relaxed. She don't like pressure you with loads of talks about other personal shit, and I feel like that's good for the interviews, because then you get to hear more personal stuff about the fighters that you might not hear from like other interviewers that just ask the standard question like, how was the win, how was this, how's your upcoming fight. That's one good thing for me that stands out about her. Is like she gets some good questions out of fights and good content. I'm not gonna lie, some of the content's funny, man.
All right. Now give me one bad one.
One bad thing. You could say maybe she's a little bit over the top, or maybe for the fans that don't want to hear that shit. But I find her entertaining. But you could say her videos are a little over the top.
Okay. All right. Now let me go. Let me go. All right. One, I'm gonna start with negative, cause I'm just a hating ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. One negative thing about Nina is that it was like a 2-3 month span where she was trying too hard with trying to get the MMA community to like her, whereas her personality was kind of starting to remind me of the schmo. And I was like, Shawty, you got titties and you pretty. All you gotta do is talk to the nigga, and we're gonna see you kind of interested in you. Like, just talk normal. And she kind of didn't get that at first, so a lot of people was hating on her, me included. Like, she has me blocked on Instagram because all I did was every video she posted, I was in the comments talking about, you fucking industry plant. Niggas only watching you because you throwing your titties everywhere and you going to the... Bro, she responded to me, bro. I made a whole video about it. Like, she ended up, like, talking about, oh, I have a whole boyfriend. I'm not even like that for real. Then I'm like, oh, shit, she actually responded. It's time to capitalize. Shut up, nigga. Like, I'm not finna... I'll double down on the hate. You not finna have me sitting here thinking, like... Bro, I was actually trying to compete with her for a couple months with views, but ended up, like, niggas started to turn to like her for the better. Like, even me, I like her now, bro. Like, at first, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I did not want her to become famous. I wanted her to crash and burn like Glorilla, bro. Like just fall off, bro. Like we didn't even think of needing drama, but the way her and Sean Strickland interviews be going, I love them, bro. Like she actually is a pretty human X type woman when it comes to this game. Like I feel like if I ever seen her in person, she might recognize me because like everybody remember what their haters look like. But I think she'll take a picture with me, and after I take a picture with her, I'll be like, hey, you gotta be blocked. I be hating on you for real. You used to be, but I'll tell it, bro. I'll be like, look, you used to be lame, Nina. You used to be hella lame. I used to not like you. I used to think your nigga was a cuck and you was just being controlling and you was just a plant. But now I respect your effort, your content. Now your turn. Give me one bad thing you think about the schmo.
About the schmo? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a schmo fan. Okay, the reason why is because I feel like he just puts on a character so much, and I understand it might be necessary to a certain extent in the MMA world, but when you start doing it to like how Colby and the schmo does, it almost gets a bit wrestling-esque. And it almost becomes a bit cringe. That's what I would say. It's like he comes across a bit cringe sometimes, the schmo, for me.
Facts. I kind of agree. So there's this interviewer, right? He used to interview all these people back in the day, and everybody knows him. And he used to wear. Now, tell me this doesn't remind you of anybody, bro, because this is when I started hating the schmo. So he used to wear goofy outfits, goofy suits, like a tie, a stupid hat, stupid glasses. He'll talk to Tyler, the Creator. It's Nardwuar with a weird accent, right? With a weird microphone, right? And like he'll ask like funny, weird questions and like look at the camera, all weird, right? His name is Nardwuar, and like this man, he's like a hip hop media dude. This man stole his whole flow and took it to boxing MMA media completely. He jacked his whole flow completely. He didn't even. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it my own thing. I'm gonna do this. No. The schmo completely stole Nardwuar's flow, and like when I watch the schmo, I can't lie to you, bro. That shit should be illegal. Wanting to be the next nigga, bro. Like that amount of dick riding to where you built your own fan base off trying to be like somebody else. Like at least give the nigga props. At least be like, you know what? I watched this man all my life and I wanted to be like him, but I couldn't do hip hop because I'm too corny to be a hip hop MMA dude. Niggas gonna be like, get the fuck away from me. You lame as fuck. You just lame, bro. Like there's no rapper in this world that would sit and do an interview with the schmo. I don't give a fuck how many. That nigga have 1 million followers, bro. They're gonna be like, bro, you're too corny. Nardwuar has been doing this for a minute. They know that nigga is low key retarded for real. That's nigga. He's not putting on an act, bro. He's not putting on an act. You meet the schmo in real life, y'all, I swear to God, this man is going to be the most, hey, how's it going?
Annoying.
Yes. Boring as hell, bro. Boring. He's boring. He's lame, bro. Like, nigga ain't got no personality.
Annoying.
Yeah, 100%. But now it's time for me to give a good thing about him. His wife has very big titties.
Okay, that's... Yeah, come on.
Do you have?
I'll just go with that one as well. Fuck it, I'll go with that.
Facts. Hey.
I can't hate on the big titties.
Hey, look, man. Y'all niggas think I'm like, man, look. Y'all niggas ain't never seen it in person, bro. And like, she lost weight, so I think the titties got smaller. But, man, look, man. Hold on. Let me look at them things, man.
Schmo's doing alright. He's doing alright.
Schmo doing good, bro, but that should have been me. Nigga got an Asian bitty that like watching MMA. Imagine that, bruh. And she support that.
Probably that money that's most.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sooner or later, she gonna be more popular than the schmo. As soon as she get her shit, once she get her shit really like, man, look, here's what's gonna happen. I pray to God it happen. Pray. I'm such a hater, bro. I hope these niggas get a divorce in the next 5 years. Because in the next 5 years, I'm going to be the nigga popping. And he going to be the nigga stopping. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sue hella y'all for feet with that little kid they going to make or whatever. And I'm going to play stepdaddy. That's the only my fault. My shit about to die. So let's keep it going. I had a couple more subjects too. The John Jones Tom Aspinall beef. John Jones, Tom Aspinall beef. Okay, let's talk about that. So, Tom Aspinall made a tweet, and the tweet was basically saying we're waiting. I'm like, me waiting for John, like, and it was him getting older and shit. And John just snapped saying, "Oh, like I'm just here," basically saying he's here for legacy fights. He don't even like Tom Aspinall ain't even in his state of mind. He don't give a fuck. Fuck Tom Aspinall. Who is he? Like, I got a job to do with Stipe, then I'm gonna retire. How do you feel that the champion of the heavyweight division is not even caring about the interim champion right now? How do you feel that his focus is not even unifying the belts?
I think the way John Jones might be looking at it is he's been in the game a long time. He's not getting any younger, and he probably don't want to take a risk in a hungry, strong, young champion, upcoming champion like Tom Aspinall. He wants to submit a legacy fight, one last maybe big payday against obviously Stipe. I think is probably what Dana would want to do, and then probably call it a day. I mean, that's just what I think from Jones's point of view. I don't think I think he's past that point in his career of proving that he's the GOAT or one of the best heavyweights. So I don't think he wants to take a risk now that he's not getting any younger, if you see what I'm saying.
I feel it. Yeah, that would make sense. But I just, man, do you think John is gonna retire after he fights Stipe?
I mean, how old is John now? He's what, 37 or something? He's not young. So.
John, pushing 40.
Yeah, he might even be older than 37 now. But yeah, I feel like he's not getting any younger, and he's proved what he's proved, and he probably feels like he doesn't need to take more risks. So I think he probably might. I think he might retire after Stipe. Yeah.
Facts. I agree. John, just give up the belt and fight Stipe without the top. Like, you don't need a belt to retire on top, bro. We're all gonna appreciate you. It's just a pride thing getting wrapped around your waist. You got like 40 of them bitches at home. Let Tom Aspinall be the heavyweight champion. Stop playing games, my boy. We got 10 minutes left, so we're probably gonna wrap it up around here. Any free topics you want to talk about, bro? Before.
No, I mean we covered obviously AJ and Ngannou. That's gonna be interesting. But I think we're still waiting to see what other fights are gonna be on that card. Oh, obviously Wilder. We could finish on Wilder. Where does he go from here? Because he got beat down by Joseph Parker, and he looked pretty bad in that fight. So a lot of people are saying, where does Wilder go right now? I think they're trying to pair him up with Zhang. That might be a bad one.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Big Bang Zhang. He's a problem, man. I think I rate Zhang. But again, he's pushing 40 as well. So a lot of these heavyweights ain't getting any younger, and it's just good we're seeing the fights now. Now that we've got time to still see them before they retire. And obviously in MMA it's good because the fights get made most of the time, not like boxing. But, yeah.
Facts. Yeah. I hope Deontay Wilder retire, because if he has to fight that damn Asian, that Asian is gonna knock him out. Like I watched Jane knock out I think was it Joe Joyce? Oh man, I think it was him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but when I see him,
who Wilder knocked?
Who
you say? Someone who Wilder knocked?
No, did Zhang knock out Joe Joyce?
Oh yeah. He stopped him. I injured. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's I ain't gonna lie, that's a little beast right there. So I don't even think Deontay should fight anymore. I think that undercard should be like, honestly, they should look for MMA fighters and boxers just to like cross collab, like fucking throw Mike Perry on against like some type of like, I don't know, boxer that's like 10-4, 10-5, like just at best like 50% type record, and just try to make it to where at least they can try to sell some pay-per-views, because if they want to sell the most pay-per-views, you gotta get the MMA fans with the boxing fans. You can't just try to get MMA on a boxing card without more MMA fighters under it that we know. Like, you have to build that up, you feel me? But with that being said, we're gonna wrap this episode up because, you know what I'm saying? We went over a good couple topics. Probably gonna get an episode maybe Saturday morning before I do a live stream on UFC 287 this weekend coming up with Johnny Walker and Magomed Ankalaev. Make sure y'all tune in for the live stream. Make sure y'all, if y'all stay to this part of the video, y'all like and subscribe. Love y'all. KB, say what y'all see.
Nice one, bro. Listen, thank you for having me on the channel again. Always a good conversation, and yeah, big up RMT every time. So nice one, my bro. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. This is BMT with RMT with special guest KB, and we out.
100 ways to die to run up on me, it would be one. 99, almost charged up, forgot to update. 98, big bro, let's put it to the world, okay. 97, was like the 19s, we lost big. 96, we don't 69, cause I don't suck click. 95 cent, I got $1, you can keep the change. 94 indictments on the Rico, he ain't getting out. 93 bars left at one, we